Hello, I'm Zakir Rashid, and welcome to this week's Matters of Opinion. U.S. Secretary of Education Arne Duncan says that schools not on track to graduate, at least half of their basketball players should not be allowed to compete in the NCAA men's and women's tournament, and I agree. If such a standard were in place right now, 3 women's teams and 10 men's teams, including Syracuse and Purdue, would not even be in the tournaments. Duncan said in an interview with USA Today that the NCAA should use its own academic progress rate as the metric to measure tournament teams. He proposes bans for teams with a graduation rate lower than roughly 50% of its players. The math on this is not complicated. If you can't graduate 1 in 2 of your student athletes, you should not be allowed to compete in the tournaments. Now, if the NCAA were to adopt this rule, you would see an immediate improvement. The NCAA shares revenue from the men's basketball tournament with Division I conferences based on the number of tournament games in which teams play. Teams projected to graduate less than half of their players earned 43.7% of the $409 million awarded from 2006 until 2010. The real expense to the college and university is very low when you compare the cost of a scholarship given to a student athlete and the money that that athlete could generate for the school. Not only is the athlete not allowed to earn any cash for their labor, which rakes in millions of dollars for the institutions, but the institution is not obligated to educate the athlete once they sign on the dotted line. If the glorified full-ride scholarship is really to be of serious value, it seems to have some kind of an enforcement on both sides of the fence. The rules state that an athlete cannot earn money while playing sports for the school, but the school has to, more importantly, maintain its academic integrity and enforce the commitment to educating every child, whether he or she is a student athlete or not. If the athlete cannot maintain the grades, he or she should not be allowed to play. That policy places the responsibility to perform not only on the court, but in the classroom as the main priority. Well, that's my opinion. What's yours? Email me at zrashid@villagetv.org. You can view this segment again on YouTube if you place Z.A. Rashid in the search box. And we're now on Facebook. I'm Zakir Rashid with Matters of Opinion.